Welcome to The Center, a show centered around women and girls who have experienced domestic abuse and trauma. The show provides tools and resources to help women and girls reach their highest potential. I am your host, Veronique George, and I am joined by co-host Shayla Hernan Edmonds.
Hi, Veronique, and welcome to The Center. As she said, I'm Shayla Hernan Edmonds. I am a creative entrepreneur and wellness practitioner. Thank you so much for being here with us today. And so our next guest, if you're like me and you've ever had issues overcoming weight loss or a complicated relationship with your weight, then you'll definitely want to tune in more. Coach T is a certified nutritional coach, personal trainer, the owner of Back to the Basics Nutrition and Fitness, and part owner of Trifecta Fitness Studio. Welcome, Coach T.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Coach T, you are deeply committed to supporting women and making healthy and sustainable lifestyle changes. Tell us why this work is so important to you. What inspired your commitment?
After I graduated from college, I became a resident of the great city of Winston-Salem. And during that time, I was definitely engulfed in my 2-year-old's life, getting him adjusted to the city, getting him involved in so many activities until I literally forgot about me. And there was a local group called Black Girls Run in the community. And that group was formed at a high level to help women, Black women specifically, and women of color, to fight heart disease and stroke in the community. And so I decided to join that group and I became an ambassador for Black Girls Run. And that kind of spawned me to start Back to the Basics Nutrition and Fitness. And in doing that, I saw a need. We were all getting out, we were running, we were moving, but there was something missing, and we were missing the nutrition part. So I got certified so I could help my soul sisters with their nutrition. And from there, it just began to blossom.
Awesome. So as a women's wellness coach, how would you define wellness? And are there any myths about wellness that you could clear up for us today?
So there's so many myths. So the way I define wellness is dealing with the whole person. So many people come to me and they think it's just about being in the gym, but it really starts right here in the mind. So I always talk to my clients about mindset. I actually do a pre-screening just to get a feel for where they are mentally. Are they ready to take these steps? How is their relationship with food? Are they ready to deal with that? Are we ready to kind of peel the layers of the onion back to see what your real root cause is and why you are struggling with your wellness journey? So that's one thing. So we start with the mind. And then we start to deal with the actual nutrition piece and the body piece and bring you into the gym. And it's a process. There's so many myths that clients come to me with. One is, Coach, I know I'm going to have to cut my carbs. I know you've heard it before, but in order to lose weight, you do not have to cut your carbs because those carbs are there. Another y'all cutting carbs out there.
No, ma'am.
Another myth is, especially my women, they come to me and they say, Coach, I want to keep my curves. I just want to lose my stomach. And I said, okay, well, I'm going to have to refer you to a surgeon because I don't target body fat. I don't target your stomach. I'm here to work with your full self so I can help you reach your highest potential. And at the same time, we're going to tackle that belly fat. And then one of the other myths is, women love to say this to me, Coach, I just want to tone. I just want to tone my body. Well, when clients come to me, they're at a higher fat percentage and you can't tone fat. Okay. So I have to, okay, well, let me tell you what we're going to do. We are going to lose some body fat. We're going to gain some muscle. And then along the way, you'll be able to tone that muscle. So those are 3 top myths that I get in my journey as a wellness coach. But one thing that I do for my client is that in offering a program that deals with the whole self, it kind of it kind of hits a client differently because they think they're just going to end up in the gym and exercising. But like I said, we start with the mind and then we go with the body. And we create healthy habits. We start out very, very small and create healthy habits, and we build on those healthy habits week after week, month after month. And that's kind of how I run my program.
Awesome. I may or may not have said some of those things before, but
Yeah.
you've set the record straight. Thanks, Coach T.
Definitely. Same here. So thank you so much. That's why we need you in our community. In your experience working with women, what are some of the most common challenges we face in achieving wellness goals, and how do you help women overcome these obstacles?
So a couple of years ago, I prayed. I prayed because I was getting all types of clients. And I said, every client is not for me, but I want to help those women who want to be helped and need my help. So I started this kind of pre-screening process so that I could pick the clients that I wanted to work with. And with that, I ended up getting these clients that wear multiple hats. They're women in the community who we know. They wear multiple hats. They're CEOs of nonprofits. They are executive directors of nonprofits. They are mothers. They are caregivers. These women have their own businesses as well as they're working in corporate America. So when I say that, my clients are busy. They're just as busy as I am. And so, because I was busy and I knew that I was reaching my wellness goals, I wanted to show those busy women in our community how they could also reach their wellness goals. So, one of the things they really don't have a lot of is time. And Veronique, you're one of my clients, you know, you're an entrepreneur, you work full time, you have a family. And so there's some time when time just isn't on your side. So one of the things is helping them find the time to actually work out or to do their meals during the day or during the week or find a meal prep service for them so that they don't have to cook. That's one of the things that I really do have to work with my clients on is time management and showing them that I can do it and you can do it too. So with that, I show them how to fit nutrition and fitness both into their lifestyle. So I have to know what type of lifestyle they have, what type of job they have. I have to actually find out about my clients because I care about them and I want them to do better. And I have to let them know that you cannot pour from an empty cup. So even though you're all these things to the community, you all these things to your family, you also have to be all those things to yourself. And that I need you to put you first because you cannot pour from an empty cup. That's one of the first things I tell them. So I have to get them to believe that they have to put themselves first. And one of the ways that I help them to kind of debacle some of the obstacles that they face, we start out very small. It could be as simple as, you know what, let's just start with water. How much water are you drinking every day? And if they told me 64 ounces, I say, let's bump that up to 80 ounces. Because remember, the name of my business is Back to the Basics, and we keep things very basic and simple to meet our goals. So if they tell me they're doing 64 ounces, I say, let's bump that out to 80 because 64 is the average that the FDA says that we should have, 64. But we're not average women, and I don't train average women. I train women who are above and beyond, who are extraordinary and doing great things. So let's bump that thing up to 80. And these are the words that I tell them. So we bump it up to 80. So I show them how we can take little small things that they can improve on. Then like I said, I provide quick meal ideas, provide exercises that they can do when they're traveling or when they're at home when they can't come see me. And I hold my clients accountable. I don't take no for an answer. Veronique, you know it. If you can't make a workout, I'll reschedule your workout. If you don't have a food idea, I'll give you a food idea. If I know you're coming in the gym, you haven't eaten, I send you away with a snack bar, high protein bar. So I try to set my clients up for success so that failure is not an option.
Wow. So I don't
Yeah.
know about you, but I think my edges are a little vulnerable right now. Coach T, so I love the language that you use, that your clients are not average. The women that you're serving are not
Yeah.
average, that we're above average.
Right.
So talk to our audience a little bit more about what you would want them to take away from this conversation as women who are not average. They're caretakers and bosses, executive directors, etc. What else do you want us to know?
I want you to know that you can have it all. You
Okay.
can have it all. You
Okay. I
deserve
like it.
to be
Let me
the
say.
best me that you can be. And I love doing that. I love the clients who come to our weekly nutrition talks. They know that we build some of our principles off of what we call the self. I'm losing my words, but it's off of self care dimensions.
That's right.
And what we teach in that lesson is self care is not only pedicures and manicures like we love to do, and we look good and we feel good with them. But self care goes beyond the physical. Self care has so many different components, and in those components, self care includes your mental state, your psychological state. It also, and in that psychological state, I tell them, girl, get your mind right. You got to get your mind right first.
Yes.
Okay.
Also includes your financial state, because when your dollars aren't right, nothing is right, right? It
Facts.
Yeah.
includes your environmental self-care, decluttering your house, decluttering your kitchen, decluttering your desk, decluttering your workspace. Because how can you prep meals in an unorganized kitchen? How can you find your workout clothes if you haven't done laundry? So we look at all of those things. We look at the spiritual, meditating, making sure that you're speaking positivity into your life instead of I can't, is I can.
Yes.
So I tell the women, if Veronique can do it, if Shayla can do it, if Coach T can do it, you can do it too. And you deserve to be your best me and have it all.
Wow. There you
That's
have it.
perfect. Coach T, thank you so much for being on the show. Thank you for
Yes,
being
thank you.
both a coach and a friend. When it comes to taking care of our health, you certainly do value and care about your clients. And thank you just for showing up for us the way
Absolutely.
that you show up for yourself. So we appreciate you coming on the show today.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you both for having me.
It's our pleasure. Take care.
You too.